Race 9 on Saturday at Santa Anita is the $150,000 Cinema Stakes, a mile and 1/8 on grass for 3-year-olds. And it's nice to see some grass racing again in California. It's nice to see racing in general in California. Let's take a look at the field for the $150,000 Cinema Stakes. Grass, 3-year-olds going a mile and 1/8. There's the field of 7. I would expect number 7, Haribo, to probably be the favorite for reasons that we will talk about in just a minute. But there are a couple names that are missing from this list, and I just want to mention them briefly. One of them is a horse by the name of Hit the Road, a 3-year-old who scored an impressive victory a couple weeks ago in a 2-other-than allowance against older horses. Hit the Road came out of the race a little bit quiet, talking to his trainer, Dan Blacker, yesterday, early this week, I should say, via text. Blacker said that Hit the Road came out of the race a little quiet. Yeah, he got knocked out. He beat a good field in fast time. So Blacker is going to likely point Hit the Road for the Oceanside Stakes down at Del Mar on opening day of the summer meet, July 10th. The other horse that is missing from the Cinema Stakes is California-based 2-time stakes winner Smooth Like Straight. Smooth Like Straight won the Grade 3 Cecil B. DeMille Stakes last fall at Del Mar, and he recently won a $100,000 stakes race at Churchill Downs, Smooth Like Straight. So why isn't he in the Cinema? Well, because he was ready to run a couple weeks ago, and McCarthy sent him to Churchill Downs to get the money, and that's exactly what he did. But Smooth Like Straight is a good horse, and he actually finished second behind a good horse that did run in the Cinema, and that is Haribo. Let's go ahead and take a look at the most recent start of Haribo. And it was February 29th at Santa Anita in a fast-paced stakes race. They went 45-2, 109 and change, and Haribo came up on the outside and won inching clear over Smooth Like Straight late. A good, solid win by Haribo. Smooth Like Straight ran too good to lose in that race. Next, by the way, Haribo is trained by Jeff Mullins. Jeff Mullins actually has 2 horses in this race. The horse that Haribo beat was Smooth Like Straight. His win was flattered when Smooth Like Straight subsequently won the stakes race at Churchill Downs. Haribo, trained by Jeff Mullins, who also entered number 3, KP All Systems Go. KP All Systems Go underwent 2 changes in his last 2 starts. One, he switched jockeys to Abel Cedillo. And secondly, this is according to Jay Privman's advanced story about the Cinema Stakes, Mullins added an outside extension blinker to KP All Systems Go's equipment. And since the equipment change and the jockey change, KP All Systems Go has won 2 in a row. One of them was a maiden race at the same distance of the Cinema, a mile and 1/8. The second one was the race we're going to take a look at right here. And that was an allowance race in which KP All Systems Go on the outside, one going away by a length and a quarter, a good solid win against a good solid allowance field. That was in late March. It's been a couple and a half months since he has raced, like many of these, but I kind of like KP All Systems Go at the mile and 1/8 distance of the Cinema. He won the maiden race 2 starts back by more than 6 lengths. By 6 lengths exactly. You don't see that margin of victory very often in a grass route. But Haribo, he's the more accomplished and arguably the classier of the 2. Look, if anybody else wins this race, it's going to be a surprise. But if there is an upsetter in here, it has to be number 2, Club Aspen. Club Aspen finished 3rd last time out in a dirt sprint, and he does not want to sprint. Club Aspen does not. Why was he in that race? Because it was for Calbred 3-year-olds, and he was ready to run. Craig Lewis put him in the race. He actually ran okay, finishing 3rd at 5-1. And on Saturday, Club Aspen is back doing what he does best, and that is run long. He's the type of horse that likes to hear his feet rattle. Turf course at Santa Anita is firm. I expect Club Aspen to improve on the stretch out. Can he win the race? He might be the best gamble in the field, but when all is said and done, this race goes through the Jeff Mullins stable. Haribo, the likely favorite. my top selection, KP All Systems Go. It's race number 9, the Cinema Stakes, Saturday at Santa Anita.